Before we continue, please like this video and drop a comment. Every engagement tells me this research is worth doing.
Imagine this. You've worked incredibly hard. You've saved up your money, denying yourself the soft life, just so you can build a solid future. You finally have a few million naira sitting in your account, and you ask yourself the ultimate Nigerian question: where do I put this money so it can grow? Your uncle tells you, go and buy land in Mowe or Ibiduleki. Land does not run away. But then, you see the news. You see that people who put their money into the Nigerian stock market just a few years ago have literally doubled or tripled their wealth while they were sleeping. Meanwhile, that land in the bush, it's still in the bush. Or worse, Omonile is asking you for another foundation fee. What if I told you that the traditional Nigerian dream of buying land might actually be keeping you broke? What if I told you that one specific investment has silently made a group of Nigerians incredibly wealthy over the last few years, while the other has trapped billions of naira in dead capital? Today, we are putting Nigerian stocks in the ring with Nigerian real estate. No sentiments, no jargon, just the brutal truth. By the end of this video, you will know exactly where your money should go. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. Let's start with the undisputed heavyweight champion of Nigerian investments, real estate. If you grew up in a typical Nigerian home, you already know the ultimate mark of success. It's not a degree, it's not a fancy title. It is becoming a landlord. The day you buy your first plot of land, your status changes. But why do we love real estate so much? First, it is tangible. You can see it, you can touch it, you can take a picture on it and post it on WhatsApp status with the caption, "God did." There is a psychological safety in owning something physical. Nigerians have a popular saying, land does not depreciate. And historically, it feels that way. Our parents bought land in places like Surulere or Ikeja for peanuts back in the day. And today, those places are worth hundreds of millions of naira. Because of this, we've developed a culture that believes real estate is the only safe way to preserve wealth. But here's where the story gets complicated. The real estate market of our parents' time is not the real estate.
Let's talk about the hidden realities. The things the sweet-talking real estate agents on Instagram will never tell you. First is the issue of liquidity. Liquidity simply means how fast you can turn your asset into raw cash when you need it. Let's say there's a medical emergency or a massive business opportunity comes up and you need 5 million naira immediately. If your money is tied up in a plot of land, you are in trouble. You cannot cut a piece of your land and take it to the hospital to pay bills. Selling land in Nigeria can take months, sometimes years. And if you are desperate to sell quickly, buyers will price it ridiculously low, forcing you to sell at a loss. Then there is the legendary Omo Onile, the local land grabbers. You buy a plot of land, you pay the agency fee, you pay for the survey plan, you pay for the deed of assignment. You think you are done? No. When you want to clear the bush, you pay. When you want to dig the foundation, you pay. When you want to put on the roof, you pay. And let's not even talk about the risk of buying land with fake documents or buying government-committed land that gets demolished 5 years later without a single naira in compensation. The emotional stress and the hidden costs of fencing, securing, and maintaining land are things most beginners.
Now, if real estate has all these headaches, why don't more Nigerians invest in the stock market? For a lot of people, the Nigerian stock market feels like a myth, or worse, a scam. If you mention shares to older Nigerians, many of them will instantly tell you about the great market crash of 2008. Millions of Nigerians lost their life savings when the market collapsed, And the trauma from that event made a whole generation swear never to touch stocks again. Secondly, there's a serious lack of understanding. Real estate is simple. Buy land, wait, sell land. Stocks, you start hearing words like dividends, market capitalization, price-to-earnings ratio, and bull markets. It sounds like something only bankers in suits should be doing. Because we don't understand it, we label it as gambling. But labeling the stock market as gambling is one of the most expensive mistakes you can make in Nigeria today. Let me show you why. Let's look at the actual facts because numbers don't have emotions. While everyone was arguing about real estate, the Nigerian stock market has been on an absolute tear. Following macroeconomic reforms by the central bank and the federal government, the NGX All-Share Index closed with a massive return of 37.65%. But wait, it gets better. In 2025, the market went completely parabolic. The stock market ranked among the strongest performing globally, rising by an astonishing 51.19% in just 1 year. Let that sink in. A 51.19% gain in 12 months. That means if you had put your money in a broad index of Nigerian stocks at the start of 2025, your wealth would have grown by over 50% without you ever visiting a site, mixing cement, or fighting with any land grabber. And while headline inflation was raging, the stock market was one of the few places where ordinary Nigerians could actually grow their wealth faster than inflation could destroy it. Real estate takes years to double in value depending on the location, but top-tier Nigerian banks and manufacturing companies were handing out massive capital appreciation and fat dividend checks.
So, which one is actually better? Let's put them side by side in the ultimate comparison. We are going to judge both investments across our crucial categories. Pay close attention here. Number 1. Returns. In real estate, your returns depend heavily on location. A plot in Ape might double in 3 years, but a plot in a remote village might not appreciate for a decade. Stocks, on the other hand, give you capital appreciation plus dividends. As we saw with the massive rallies recently, stocks can offer explosive short to medium-term returns. Real estate is generally slower but very steady. Verdict? It's a tie. Both make you rich, just at different speeds. Number 2. Risk. The stock market is highly volatile. Prices go up and down every single day, based on government policies, company performance, or even rumors. You can lose 10% of your portfolio in a week. Real estate is physically safer, assuming you bought genuine land. But the risk in real estate isn't price volatility, it's structural risk, like scams, government demolition, and bad tenants. Verdict: real estate wins for peace of mind provided you have good documents. Number 3. Liquidity. We mentioned this earlier, but it cannot be overstated. You can sell your shares on your phone while sitting on your toilet, and the money will hit your bank account in a few days. You cannot sell a house on your toilet. Verdict: stocks win flawlessly. Number 4. Inflation protection. Inflation is the silent thief that steals your purchasing power. If inflation is high, your money in the bank is dying. Both real estate and stocks are excellent hedges against inflation. When things get expensive, rent goes up and company profits go up because they charge more for their goods. Verdict: tie.
Number 5. Accessibility and capital required. This is where the game changes entirely. To buy decent real estate in Nigeria today, you need millions of naira. Even the cheapest bush lands require hundreds of thousands plus survey and legal fees. To buy stocks, you need a smartphone and 5,000 naira. That's it. You can become a part owner of Dangote Cement, MTN Nigeria, or Zenith Bank today with the money you'd normally spend on a weekend outing. Verdict: stocks win. It is the ultimate equalizer for the average Nigerian. Number 6. Passive income. Real estate gives you rental income, but being a landlord is not entirely passive. You have to deal with leaky roofs, tenants who refuse to pay, and facility maintenance. Stocks give you dividends. A dividend is simply a company sharing its profits with you. It is 100% passive. You literally do nothing and an alert enters your phone. Verdict: stocks win for true passivity. Number 7. Long-term wealth creation. Over a 20 to 30-year period, prime real estate in Nigeria creates generational wealth. It provides leverage. You can use a house as collateral to take a loan to start a business. While stocks also compound beautifully over time, a massive estate in a prime city holds a different kind of generational weight. Verdict: real estate takes the crown here. So, how do you use this information? The truth is, the right investment depends entirely on where you are financially right now. Let's break it down by income level. If you have less than ₦1,000,000, please do not stress yourself trying to buy land. The kind of land you can afford with 300,000 naira is likely deep in a forest with no roads, no electricity, and no immediate prospect of development. Instead, take that money and invest it in the stock market. Buy shares in fundamentally strong Nigerian companies that pay good dividends. If you have between 2 million and 10 million naira, you have options. You can afford to play both sides. Put a portion into solid real estate where infrastructure is heading, and put the rest into a diversified stock portfolio. This way, you have the physical security of land, but you also have the liquidity and fast growth of stocks. If you have 50 million naira or more, real estate becomes a playground. You can buy built properties for rental income. But even at this level, the wealthy don't ignore stocks. They buy massive blocks of shares to earn millions in dividend alerts and maintain liquid cash for a.
If you want to start investing in the Nigerian stock market today, don't follow hype. Look for companies that have a track record of making real profits. Use a registered, modern stock broking app that lets you buy shares directly from your phone. And most importantly, think long-term. Listen, the debate between Nigerian stocks and real estate is never going to end. But here is the ultimate truth. You do not have to choose just one. The most financially secure Nigerians don't fight over which asset class is better. They use both. They use the stock market to grow their liquid cash rapidly and earn passive dividend income. Then they take those stock market profits and use them to buy real estate to secure their wealth for the next generation. It is not stocks versus real estate. It is stocks and real estate. Now, I want to hear from you because this community is all about learning from each other. If you had 10 million naira today, right this second, would you buy land, invest in Nigerian stocks, or split it between both? And tell me why. Drop your answers in the comments below.
If you found value in this video and it changed the way you look at your money, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and like this video. Share this video with that friend or family member who is always arguing about buying land. Thank you so much for watching. Keep building, stay disciplined, and I'll see you in the next one.